Hi, hi, hi. Oh my goodness. Welcome to today's Daily Divine, here to support our soul shine. It's been a minute. Actually, it's been 5 days. I can't believe it, and how I have missed you all. How are you doing? How you doing? All right, let's just get this Palo Santo lit and tune in to the energies floating about today. For those who don't know, my name is Lisa Lyle. A very warm welcome to those of you who are coming back. And of course, a very warm welcome to those who have just arrived. Please do take a moment if you feel so compelled and you resonate with the guidance, information, support shared on this channel. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel, support our Thrive. And when you do so, your name gets entered into a free reading giveaway that takes place on a monthly basis. Our next draw, I believe, will be September 21st, 22nd, the day of the equinox. And we're not going to. So everyone who subscribes, all subscribers who comment on any of the content, get their name entered into a draw. So thank you. Okay. At this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind. Okay, so let's just tune in a little bit here. We have a beautiful third quarter square moon in the night sky. She's looking gorgeous, working towards our annual full moon in Pisces lunar eclipse on the 17th, Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday, the 17th of September. Please forgive me, everyone. I have been the reason for my absence. As you know, I was going to the new homestead on Sunday, and I'm so glad I did. My parents met me there, one of my sisters, and they helped me feel less overwhelmed about the big move coming up. I've spent the last couple of days taking truckloads of stuff over on the other side, hanging curtains, hanging plants, just beginning to create a space that is going to be beautiful. And this is the waning gibbous for beauty. And it's a number 20. And again, we're starting off this reading with that judgment energy. And so what are you still holding on to? It's funny. I had a conversation last night with one of my sisters, and it's all about the intensity of the time, and it's intense. And remember, the last time we were live, there was some information, like some messages came through that we're going to be, we may be coming up against uncertainty, doubt. We may be questioning our choices. We may be questioning our decisions. And ultimately, what we're asked to do at this time is to come into acceptance of the choices and decisions that we have made. There's no going back. We can't undo anything. It's not like we have a time machine. And if we do, we don't know about it. I'm sure there's time machines. We personally, as individuals, cannot go back and change anything. And so it's really important that we begin to settle into this concept of self-responsibility. And, from that place, we're able to grow. Hi, Milos. Oh my gosh. Hi, I've missed you. I can't believe how much I've missed coming live. And I tried in the evenings and stuff. And I'm serious. I have been so exhausted. If you could see my little body, I've got bruises all over the place because I am the one woman moving extraordinaire. The way I can pack the back of a pickup truck is second to none. So, yeah, I just haven't had the energy to come back. I'm so glad I'm here today, and there may be a couple more snafus along the way. I'm so excited about the new space, though, and so excited about creating a space for all of us to connect. And I've got so many, like the juices are flowing. And let me tell you all about an amazing thing about my new place. Outside of my bedroom window, I can literally see an Indigenous healing community circle right across the street. So, of course, I've already sent in my application for volunteering over there. It just feels like such a beautiful, it feels perfect. This move really feels perfect. And in the meantime, yeah, I know, I know, hardly a coincidence, hardly a coinky dink. It just feels like, I had a little bit of a bump there where, like many of you, I was feeling unsure about some of the choices I made and like this big move going forward. And now I've completely settled in. Once again, very excited about this abundant new beginning, which I feel just opens the floodgates. Yeah, God's hardly ever anonymous. He's got his hands up in everything. So this is what God's hands are all over, is our pleasure. We're really here to have this experience of heaven on earth. I don't know how many times we can say that. And this is a number 18. So it's the moon energy. We are under the influence of this waxing moon to full to our harvest on the 17th. And then we're going to be transitioning again into a new season. And this new season that we're moving into, autumn over here in the northern hemisphere, spring in the south, here in the northern, we are moving into that phase of nesting, settling into our den, if you will, to nurture our dreams, to nurture our inspiration, our imagination. It feels like as we move like out of yeah, as we move out of Virgo season, or towards the end of Virgo season and then into Leo season, we're really going to be it's going to be not cocooning. I don't want to say cocooning. It's more like a bear getting ready to go into the den to give birth to new life. So this is where we're at. And so with the moon energy here, we are dealing with our shadow. The moon is our shadow, the things that we keep hidden. And yet when we're hiding inside of ourselves, we can't keep it hidden for long, right? It doesn't stay hidden. And even if we're the only one that knows it's there, we know it's there. So what are you, what is in the way of you experiencing the beauty and pleasure of life? This card here is really having me feel the energy of the Fool jumping in, wholeheartedly jumping into our experience, jumping into our happiness, jumping into our joy. Remember, our joy and happiness is not dependent on another's opinions about our joy and happiness. We are the seeds of divine destiny that are now blowing on the winds of change, here to take root, here to give roots to our dreams. That's really all I can see. And then here we have the 8 energy, the path. We are being called to service on the path of our soul. And 8 is that strength card. It's going to take great strength and courage to continue to walk forward. It's going to take great strength and courage to make little and significant changes that we're called to make. we can become really overwhelmed in the midst of change. And hey, I'm right there with you. I look around and I'm like, my gosh, there's so much to do. And you know what? Step by step by step, it gets done. Because when I look around again, I'm like, you know what? I've made a lot of good progress here. Take a moment to be proud. On the other end, it's beginning to look like home. I'm beginning to see the vision come to life. And it's we must. I can't stress it enough. I'm pretty sure it was the last time we connected here. Hi, Soul on Fire. Welcome. Soul on Fire. That's it. Our hearts are on fire. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. It's, we are being called to go for our heart's desire. We're hearing the calling. I can't hear your call. I can hear the alarm bells and the call going inside of my own physical experience, which is saying, go for it, reach for the stars. If you fall, you're going to land amongst the stars anyways. And don't be afraid of failure, because at the end of the day, you pick yourself back up and you keep going. And we haven't really fared. Oh my gosh. The Moon Maiden, new beginnings. Number 41, which is that 5 energy. Change is always precedes a new beginning. And so, I can't wait to just have some more time to really, because I'm feeling guided to do like forecasts for all the sun signs and stuff. I just unfortunately do not have the time in the month of September. So perhaps they'll come a little late. They'll be in October, but it really feels like, okay, we're going through Virgo season, the most prosperous and abundant time of the year. And yet it can also be the most tricky time of the year because Virgo is a taskmaster. The brain doesn't stop in a Virgo, right? And so this is the whole alignment from the brain to the heart, the soul calling. What are you here to do? And we're here to do great, great things. We're here to do amazing things that have never done before. And we must activate. Hey, I don't drink and I don't do pharmaceuticals. So, you know what? Meditation, physical movement, healthy food, water, good company. But, there was a time that, wine was my friend, but I wasn't much of a functioning human. I was just, and the wine was a symptom to these other issues that I was holding inside. And so by the grace of God, and for sure some angels, my life was saved the last time I drank and blacked out. And, don't recall it. And thankfully that was over 3 years ago again. So, this is really about us. It's really about us having the courage to honor ourselves, right? And as we honor ourselves, we honor the soul's calling. We honor God that resides within our experience. This moon maiden, new beginnings, is really feeling very healing. Like I feel like we're in this healing embrace right now at this time, which is supporting us to rise up into our power. Because in the physical body, our shadow resides below the heart, and most of our trauma resides in the root and the sacral chakra. Well, all the trauma, not most of it. This is where it resides. This is where it hides. This is where we nurture it, and this is where we act it out. And a lot of times our acting out can be of a sexual nature when we are dealing with unresolved trauma. Because a lot of people confuse sex with love, right? Lust and love. Yeah, you know what? I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I'm like, and especially at night, we've spoken about this before, as the sun goes down and, evening sets in, it's like, it's almost like the anxiety meter is amped up, right? And I have to say, I'm like Milos, and there's been a lot of moments I'm like, what the heck's going on? Am I having a heart attack? Am I having a stroke here? Like, am I going to be okay? And yes, we are going to be okay, because these kind of feelings, it's the death of the old as the new begins to come in. And so we've got this 36 lost in space, needing direction. So if some of you aren't feeling this excitement for the new beginning that's right here for us, there is a need to take some time. This is that 36. So it's a 9. It's that hermit energy, taking time, holding our own lantern, and knowing that that is our star shining in the lantern, our healing. This is how this is how we this is how we progress. Okay. And sometimes the winds of change might have us feeling, oh my gosh, I don't know which way I'm going. I need direction. And in those moments, it's really important that you show up for yourself. Calm down, plant your feet on the ground, roll your shoulders back and down, chest proud, and just breathe. Because at night when I'm having my anxiety, when things are amping up, what I have come to recognize is I'm literally holding my breath. It's like I'm literally holding my breath, and then I'll be like, okay, okay. I put my hands on my belly and start breathing again. Feel that pumping again. Because, when we're not breathing properly, it can create all kinds of chain reaction sensations and feelings in our physical body. And so this is why it's so important for us to show up for ourselves and tune in to what we're feeling. And then we've got this card, the overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. It's a 43, which is a 7, which is my number for the physical body. It's about us bringing the spiritual, or allowing the spiritual to manifest through the physical. Because remember, we are the bridge between heaven on earth. And we are really here to have this abundant, beautiful experience of, like, look how beautiful that is. I can just imagine like swimming in that beautiful water there, and just like taking in the scenery. So I feel like a part of the message for those, especially those who are feeling overwhelmed, a big part of the message is this need for you to show up for yourself. If you're playing the same tapes over and over and over again, and you're having the same conversations in your head over and over and over again, I would like to ask you at this time, would you talk like that to a friend? The way that you speak to yourself, would you speak like that to a friend? Oh, thank you. You're going to go. Should I just call you Soul on Fire, or do you have a name that you would like me to add to the draw? You're in. Yay. Yeah, the mind is a broken record. And if any of you are old enough like me to remember when we had vinyl records and you'd have to put the needle on and it would play, and sometimes there'd be a scratch on the record, or sometimes the record would be a little, warped from the heat or whatever. And so it would be like the needle would pop back and forth, and it would go over the same part, over the same part, over the same part, over the same part. That's the brain. And that's the brain of a Virgo all the time. And that is the brain in Virgo season. It can be very much over again, over again, over again. And it's so important that we bring ourselves back down into our breathing, into our belly, so that we don't have this disorder. Because we want order, and everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order externally. I don't know what the heck's going on externally these days, but we can feel it, right? I don't have time to tune in to the collective. I know that we're in an election year in North America, in the US. Canada's lost its mind. Canada's heading straight towards the commie red energy here. And you know what? It's all bullshit. All of it's bullshit. The fact that we care so much about what these idiots are doing and how they want to govern us is a big part of the problem. So it's up to us to grow up, put on our big girl panties, put on our big boy briefs, and grow up and stand up for ourselves. Yeah, I mean, this Rose. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to be doing, I mean, Gemini and Virgo, we got a lot of in common, girlfriend, because we're both ruled by Mercury. But uh, give me some time. In the next couple of weeks, next few weeks, I will be putting out specific messages for the signs once I get settled. My computer and setup here is going to be the last thing I move to the new space. So I'm hoping to be over there September 23rd for sure. I don't have, well, actually probably earlier than that because we're losing internet here on the 18th. So, and we're getting it at the other place on the 17th. So maybe I'll take the setup over there on the 17th and begin the lives over there on the 18th. Yeah. Anyways, do I have bruises on me? I have a lot. Look, yeah, I'm all bruised up, man. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I'm still as strong as I always was. So they just said to look at the bottom card. So I did. And here we go. This is the 8 energy, right? The strength, getting the lost compass, getting back to integrity. And we do that by getting back on the path of our heart, getting back to the soul's calling, getting back to doing the things that fill us up, that excite us. Like this, I can't believe how much I missed you guys. 5 days. 5 freaking days. I totally missed this connection. But here we have this 888, or not 888. That's the address where I'm moving. But here we have this 88 energy, which is really about allowing ourselves to be the open and flowing floodgate, right? Nobody else is going to open you up, Milos or Rose or anyone, right? It's us that opens ourselves up. Yeah, 8 is the strength card, right? 8 is strength. It's Leo. It's fire. It's our heart's desires. And most most don't have enough faith in themselves to initiate the changes that are being required. The changes that support our heart's desire coming into the material realm. Let's face it, we live in the third dimensional reality. Yes, our higher selves exist up there in the other dimensions. They want to guide us. Yes. At the end of the day, though, we are density. We are matter here in physical form, and we matter, and what we do matters. So it's so important. Oh, God's given me the boot to the bum and pushed me right off the cliff many times. And and yet we always land lovingly in God's hands, in God's domain, right? Archangel Michael has given me a boot to the ass more than once too, So this is about our ability to courageously go for the path of pleasure, our happiness, beauty, the abundant new beginnings, right? The path of our heart, service. This is the year to figure out what you're here to do, right? And I mean, we still have time, although the Gregorian calendar year only has 3 months left of this true year. We're halfway through. We still have time, right? Think about it. New life in the spring, the new year in the spring. So anyways, I'm going to pull a couple of affirmation cards to close this out. I will be back with you tomorrow morning. Perfect. Yes, perfect. And it's another 8 energy. It's a 44, and it's integration. And we've discussed this many times. We can, unless we give ourselves, and they're saying one more, unless we give ourselves space to meditate, right? Space to just be and breathe, we're never really going to gain clarity. And, it's funny because the second card out here, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. I love it. So we've got the 44, which is integration. Those of you who know me, those of you who have been here for a while, fours are my number for the angelic realms. So you are being supported by the angelic realms to integrate, to take the time you need, in particular, the final week and a bit of Virgo season. It's really important that if you haven't yet initiated changes, if you haven't yet started following the divine inspiration, the thoughts, this is go time. It's go time. Okay? Because like I said, we're integrating now. We're making the changes, we're making moves, we're creating space for this abundant new beginning. Prosperity is our birthright. It's coming. And it's about magnetizing to us what our heart's desires are. And unless we integrate, and this is a huge gap within the spiritual / healing community, the gap is in the actual integration, the integrity. We can read all the books, we can go to all the retreats and conferences and workshops, and unless we're actually applying in our daily life the things that we know, the things that we've learned, we're not really bringing integrity to the table, right? And this is like the lost compass. You can dress the part, you can do the part, unless you're doing the work of your heart. It lacks integrity, right? And so only we know when we're not in line with what's really going on inside. And so this says, I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity, humanity, into a new dimension. Yes. So we are here to remain grounded and open in the present as our multidimensional self elevates us and lifts us to this new level. Because as much as we're in the third dimension, we are also multidimensional, and we are here to release and clear the density so that we can vibrate from a new frequency that we are here to hold for the collective. So we can't really fuss and worry too much about what other people are doing. It's kind of irrelevant. It's up to us to do what we're here to do our part, so that we can then share our heart, and hopefully, as an energetic magnet, draw those to us who are going to benefit from our inner work, our service work, the work that we are here doing. Trusting our intuition. Look, this is us here in meditation. I may as well just show you the next card. Meditation. So this is us here in meditation. This is our higher self overseeing the whole thing. And then up here, we've got Source. We've got God, who's guiding the whole show. The hand of the divine wants us to really claim what's ours in this lifetime. You're not here to be governed by idiots. You are not here to be told what to do by someone who doesn't even know you, love you, or care about you. No, no, it hurts my hand and my brain and my heart. So many people are looking to be governed. And here in Canada, I can't believe the divide, and I can't believe the lack of conscious awareness. Everyone thinks they're a do-gooder, blah, blah, blah. Woke. What did I see as an analogy for woke? Willfully overlooking known evil. Okay? Willfully overlooking known evil. This is the whole woke bullshit. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. And so what do? We just disconnect from that. We go to our happy place. We meditate. We show up for ourselves. We reach for our dreams. Remember, I said, reach for the stars. You're going to land among them anyways. We reach for our dreams. I look like a teenager here with these two little zits. Well, You know, we reach for our dreams. This is a 30. This is the 3 energy. Empress. The Empress doesn't go out there chasing and say, hey, look at me. I'm the Empress. No, the Empress sits on her throne and waits. Knowing that what is hers is going to gravitate, magnetized towards her. And this is where we are. And after a lifetime of chasing, it's really nice to be at this stage of life where it's like sitting and appreciating and trusting that because of our faith, because of our hard work, everything that we could ever imagine is coming into our experience. And so it's waiting for it, calling it in. We don't have to chase it. We want to draw it to us. And this is good. Like you see, again, seated. Look, she's growing. There's a new sprout of life. And then we've got this beautiful waterfall coming down. This is about being grounded and anchored in the purity of our hearts. Trust the course your heart has set for you. I know it's not easy. Honestly, I've been an oddball outcast most of my life. I understand. You know, it can feel lonely sometimes. And yet when we are spiritually aware, we know that we're never alone. We can feel like our whole life is lived in hermit mode. Yeah, I understand that too. And yet this is where we grow. And those who are here for great purpose, those who are here in service to the greatest and highest good of humanity, are often going to have a similar path that's wrought with difficulties and challenges, trauma, heartaches, and pain. And all of that is what initiates the change, the real lasting change, right? The ability to get to the point where we're like, yes, this is good. And life is giving me and bringing me exactly what I need because I have done the work. Okay. So some still have some work to do. We all do. As long as we're breathing and the breath of life is in the body, we've got work to do. You know, I don't, unless you're a Buddha and you're elevating and what do they call that? Levitating, you know, you still got work to do. Unless you can levitate, unless you can sit and lift yourself up off the ground just by your thoughts, we've got work to do, you know. So if you can do that, send me a video, please. I'd like to see that. But this says, I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with ease and confidence. Once more, I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with ease and confidence. Yes, please. And then the meditate card says, I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. So this is what we got to do, folks. This is what we're doing. And you're doing great. Do not give up on yourself. You are so close to the opening of the abundant floodgates that is going to support you for a lifetime of joy, beauty, pleasure, simplicity, growth, resources, abundance, all of that. And we're doing it together, one beautiful beating heart at a time. And so with that being said, at 11:44, I have to go and prepare some food because today is my Monday. It's Monday, maybe Thursday in your world. Over here, it's Monday, fun day. So back to the JOB for me today. But I'm looking forward to being back with you tomorrow morning at 11:11. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. And then probably not Saturday because I'm going to take a truckload of stuff over to the new place. So we'll be back tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll take it from there and see again. So if you're still here, thank you so much. I appreciate. Give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a comment down below. Rose, thank you for showing up today. I'm looking forward to our growing connection and tuning into the Gemini energy. One of my sisters is a Gemini, and she's actually quite a lot like I am. If you're watching this, Kim, you know who I'm talking about. So, with that being said, if you would like to book a reading or intuitive healing session or anything else with me, a link is in the description box below. That'll take you to my website. That is where also lovely people like you send little love offerings to me, which I so appreciate. They're like little bursts of encouragement. So, thank you so much. Until tomorrow, everyone, I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic day. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up now. Milos, love you. Jen D, love you too. We'll see you all again soon. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Take good care. And take care of your beautiful heart, please. Thank you.